doing today? Happy Monday. It's a little drizzly, but not too bad out. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Talk of the Town here on WDBX 91.1. I am your host, Eva Fisher, and I've got some awesome guests here with me today. But before I introduce you to them and we dive into conversation, I'll give you just a couple other updates of some things going on this week. If you didn't know, this week is Celebrate 618 Week. What is that, you ask? So 618 is our area code, if you've noticed that on all of our telephone numbers. So this is a chance to really celebrate local in our community and our region at large here. So there's a lot of amazing deals going on with local businesses and local retailers and artisans. And the Carbondale Chamber has done an amazing job of curating all these deals and specials. So if you want to visit Carbondale Chamber, either visit them on Facebook. They have an event page going on for 618 Week. Or if you're not on Facebook, you can visit carbondalechamber.com. And they have a list of all the businesses that are participating for 618 Week. And just a really great chance to really incentivize shopping local and celebrating our region. When you do shop local this week, maybe give these businesses some extra shout outs on social media. Tag the place you're going to, share the deals you're experiencing. That helps out way more than you even know. So another fun thing this week. If you didn't know, brown bag concerts are rolling strong and sunset concerts have kicked off. So this week for the brown bag concert, which happens down at the Town Square Pavilion at noon, is the Natives, their local band, and they always draw a nice big crowd. And we have a special announcement this brown bag concert as well. I can't give any more details than that, but at the very tip top of the brown bag concert at noon, be there. We want to share some exciting news for our Carbondale community. And then on Thursday, on Juneteenth, at the Sunset Concert at Turley Park is Marcella Simeon. She's an amazing Zydeco artist. I got to see her in Paducah a couple summers ago. Just really, really awesome energy. So come on out to Turley Park. And we have a ton of other Juneteenth celebrations lined up for our Carbondale community that have already been rolling. This is what we're going to talk to you about today. I'm in the studio with Mayor Carolyn Harvey and Councilmember Nancy Maxwell. Good morning, you two. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it. So we are going to dive in and share all of the amazing events occurring for the Freedom to Freedom Juneteenth celebration series. So this kicked off June 7th and is rolling all the way to July 4th. So I would love to, start off this conversation with letting people know how this kind of came about. What exactly this means, a Freedom to Freedom Juneteenth celebration series, and what our community can expect from this. So Mayor Harvey, can you kind of tell us what this means, this Freedom to Freedom celebration, and what people can expect?
Well, the meaning of the From Freedom to Freedom is we start with Emancipation Day, which is Juneteenth, but we actually had so many organizations this year that wanted to participate in the Juneteenth events that we actually started before June 19th. We actually started on June 7th. So ideally, starting with June 19th, Emancipation Day, for those who have been enslaved, going from that freedom to the country's freedom. Mm-hmm. So that's where the idea originated.
Amazing. Yeah, and on Juneteenth, that was the day that the last of those who were enslaved down in Texas, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Finally found out.
Yes, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. So yes.
Yeah, so big deal. It's a big holiday. So grateful that this is now recognized nationally, and that it's celebrated as a federal holiday now. We get those days off, that time to celebrate and really honor and commemorate what this means.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. Cool. So we have this whole lineup. Like you said, we have so many different organizations at play with this. We've already seen some really awesome events. The kicked off with the Juneteenth pageant. Had a great time at the Healing and Health Community Fair out at Addicks Park. Well, they actually switched to Irma Hayes Center. Great
because
shift.
of the weather.
Yeah. Yeah, so there have been some really awesome things going on. Here, we'll tell you a couple things that happened today. Do you want to tell about the lunch and learn that's happening this afternoon?
Yes, there's a lunch and learn sponsored by the NAACP that will be held at the Carbondale Civic Center today.
Great, so that's at noon. Legacy of Liberation. I know we have Daniel Booth speaking at that. And who's the secondary speaker? We have someone else. We know we can expect Daniel Booth at that. He's always a great speaker, and he'll be joined by another guest. And then this afternoon, bring the kiddos out to Addicks Park from 4 to 6. Popsicles in the park. Celebrate Juneteenth. This is put on by the Carbondale District 95 PTO.
Yeah, and the one thing we are really emphasizing this year is educating the community on the importance of Juneteenth. So every event will have an educational aspect to it, whether it's just giving you a copy of the proclamation that actually or that was actually read by General Granger, but some type of education, because Juneteenth is not just a holiday for ancestors of the formerly enslaved. It's a holiday for anyone who is an American.
Yeah. Absolutely. To understand what that means, and we can't experience freedom unless there is freedom for all. So what a great time to really educate one another on this. Amazing. Shall we go through some of the highlights of what we're going to see within these next few weeks?
Okay, you've already mentioned the one for today, and then tomorrow the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity is sponsoring a brunch for seniors.
Awesome.
That will be held at New Zion Baptist Church, which is on Robert A. Stahl Street here in Carbondale. And on Wednesday, Johnny Logan will have their annual event. Usually it's really good food, fun, and fellowship. So please join Logan for that event on Wednesday.
Awesome.
Thursday, which is the official Juneteenth holiday, and I will mention that the city will be closed on that day.
Yes.
But we will have our commemorative celebration or commemorative program at Woodlawn Cemetery, acknowledging the formerly enslaved that are buried there, and the one Civil War African-American soldier who's buried there. After that, we move across the street to Rock Hill Church and do a brief program there. We will be having Old School Gospel Choir will be singing, and some other community members will be assisting with that program.
Fantastic. Yeah, what a great way to spend that time, because it's not just like you said, the education component of all of this is so important. Nancy, you want to give us some more highlights after that?
Yeah, on Friday, June 20th, from 5 to 9, there will be the Juneteenth block party hosted by the Black Chamber of
Nancy,
Commerce.
let me adjust this just a smidge for you. If you don't mind getting a little closer, and I'm going to try to angle it this way a bit and see if that gives us less trouble.
Okay, on Friday, June 20th, from 5 to 9, the Juneteenth block party on East Jackson Street, and that's hosted by the Black Chamber of Commerce. There'll be food, shopping, games, and fun.
Awesome. All right, that was on that Friday, you said?
Yes.
Yes, okay, the Juneteenth block party. Yeah, I'm so excited about that. I'm glad that there's going to be a big party in town. That'll be fantastic.
On Saturdays, there'll be kind of another party from 11 to 3. We're having an artist expo. We're calling out all artists to are welcome to join. We want to see poetry, art, singing, dance, whatever you do that falls up under that theme of art. We want you to come out and do it.
Oh, amazing.
We will also be having an adult musical chair activity.
Okay.
So I seen that on the news, and I thought, oh, this is a great idea. That would be so much fun to do, is to make a big circle of chairs and play musical chairs.
That is so fun.
So if you're looking for a unique experience, come on out to the park and play musical chairs with us and meet new artists.
That's awesome. So it's almost like an open mic situation that day. Like if you're an artist of any kind, you can just come on down and join.
If you're an artist of any kind, you need to reach out.
Great.
To Sacabe.
Okay, great.
And sign up.
Wonderful, wonderful. Fantastic. And then we have some dancing later that afternoon and evening, huh?
Yes.
Cool. And this is El Dia de la Emancipación. So is this being hosted by Sacabe? And is there some Hispanic element to this part of it?
Not sure.
Okay.
But I do know that it's hosted by Chloe Johnson.
Great.
Which is the Southern Illinois Contra Dance. Yeah,
Yes.
and there is a Hispanic Spanish aspect to it, but I don't have the specific details on that.
Okay, fantastic. Cool. And you know what, ladies? This mic has been good for me the past couple weeks, and it's not today. So Nancy, I'm going to take yours down, and I'm going to have you two share this blue one, all right? Thank y'all for bearing with me, folks. Let's kind of get that centered up, and I'll have you two just really get in there and kind of tilt back and forth. So Nancy, get nice and comfy. I know you two know each other well, so. All right, appreciate it. All right, ladies, where were we at?
So that Sunday, which is the 22nd, we'll have a community cleanup day that will start at Addicts Park, and that's sponsored by the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, along with Keep Carbondale Beautiful. That's
Fantastic.
An opportunity for everyone within the community to participate.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, can always use extra hands for cleaning up. So why not at a time where, we have all these really community-focused events going on.
Yeah, and on that same day, just to get all of Southern Illinois involved, in Murfreesboro at the Davis McCann Center, there's a Let's Eat and Talk About It. So dinner and conversation with anyone who shows up that day. I don't think there was an RSVP required.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. And yeah, I do want to throw out, we skipped over for this week, tomorrow on June 17th, the Carbondale at the Table Dinner and Dialogue series is focused on Juneteenth. So that will be another opportunity to sit with your peers and really get into some good in-depth conversations about the topic.
And for that one, RSVP is requested but not required.
Yeah, and a free meal, what a great opportunity. All right. So then kicking into, I'm just so happy to see, because one day is not enough for this holiday, for the educational component, for that community aspect. So it's awesome that this is going beyond Juneteenth.
Yeah, and then that Monday, the 23rd, we have Art for Kids that will be sponsored by the Boys and Girls Club and First United Methodist Church, along with the African American Museum and the Learn Wednesday program. So for the young people, your children, to get involved with that.
Fantastic. Very cool. All right. Nancy, what are you wanting to tell us about there?
Tuesday, June the 24th from 4 to 6 p.m. Tuesday from June 24th from 4 to 6 p.m. We had a Freedom Fest, Celebrate, Educate, and Empower at Carbondale's Public Library. And that's with Positive Youth Development and SIH.
Awesome. I love the library. Always does such fantastic programming for our community. So I know that one will be, super strong. Okay, and then we have more dancing on Wednesday, June 25th. We have Dancing to Freedom at the Carbondale Public Library.
Yes, and that's actually a movie that will be shown at the library.
Wonderful.
One of our local ballerinas, Jade, will be doing a performance there, and then we will have conversation with her about the performances that she's done in St. Louis and Chicago.
Amazing.
And we recommend or suggest that everyone watch the movie about Misty
Copeland.
Copeland's.
Mhm.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
brain fog. Misty Copeland's movie, which is about the first black ballerina.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love Misty Copeland.
Yes,
I'm
thank
very
you.
into ballet, so
Mhm.
I know her story well. Fantastic. Over at Morris Library on Thursday, an evening with Mike Glean and special guest Dr. Rosemary Sadlier. So yeah, another good one to really get into some history here.
Yeah, and Mike Glenn, who played for SIU and then went on to be a professional basketball player, will be here. That's open to the public at Morris Library.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and then I've seen this this next event scattered throughout the past couple years, maybe perhaps Black Settlements of Southern Illinois. This is a local author who is writing about these local settlements of Black communities.
Right, but this goes in the other direction. The African American Museum received a Healing Illinois grant where we have actually gone to some of the Black settlements, interviewed ancestors of people who lived in those settlements. So we'll be having a closing reception for that grant with some of the information we've collected on display.
Incredible. Yeah, that's going to be really, really fruitful. Okay, and now Nancy, next coming up, I want to get a little more in depth about this event because this is really intriguing. Doing a little musical chairs, getting a little practice in here.
Yeah, I want to win. Okay.
So Nancy, you have Carbondale United has been working on this documentary for a while now. I'm really interested to hear about this this process, and it's called The Struggle Is Not Over. There'll be a film screening on 2 different dates on Saturday, June 28th at that one occurs at the Carbondale Civic Center, and then a secondary screening on June 30th at Carbondale United. So can you tell us more about this film?
This has been such an exciting project. So this is a Healing Illinois sponsored event, and this year we decided to do a documentary. I kind of got the idea when people were kind of upset with how things are going, and when you talk to the younger generation, but when you talk to the older generation, it was like, we've been through plenty of stuff before. Don't worry, this is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So it's kind of geared toward that, and it's kind of giving people stories of the things that they are struggling with.
Yeah.
And so it's really good. We have a preview on Facebook. Visit our Facebook page and you can see a little preview of it. We're going to have a movie and a dinner, so you'll get to see the documentary. You'll have dinner. We're also going to have the old school Jamboree Choir perform, and a performer from K-Rose, Stephanie Fraction. And then we're going to watch the documentary, have a question and answer. After that, we're going to the Oscars. We're giving out Oscars to
Awesome.
the people who conducted the interviews,
Cool.
or if they helped in some kind of way to get this production off. I think people are really going to be impressed with this.
Yeah.
I am. And these are all 2 are students at SIU, and one is thinking about becoming a student at SIU because of working on this
Oh,
project.
fantastic.
So it has positivity everywhere.
Yeah.
And after the Oscars, we have an hour left and we're going to dance. We have a DJ there.
Awesome.
And you get to dance. You get to dress up. It's Hollywood theme.
Great.
So you get to work the red carpet. Another Healing Illinois project done by Addis Community Board, Service Board, is they're teaching children to do photography.
Okay.
So the photographers will be the children
Awesome.
taking pictures of people coming down the red carpet.
This is so special. I love all of this.
Oh yeah, you must buy a ticket. Not buy a ticket, I'm sorry. Register for a ticket. This
Great.
is a totally free event. But we did go through Eventbrite to keep notice of the numbers. I don't want to run out of anything.
Right.
But I still, even at that thought, you should get there early.
Yeah.
And come and eat and be there when the program starts.
Oh, fantastic. What a special event.
Oh, when you on Eventbrite, look for The Struggle Is Not Yours. We have the link posted with the premiere on our page, on our Facebook page. You can call Carbondale United at 618-967-9993 if you need help registering for a ticket.
Fantastic.
We have sold out once. We bumped it up a little bit more. So if you don't have your ticket, you need to get on Eventbrite today and get your ticket.
Yeah. Oh, this is so awesome. I tell you what, I had seen a flyer for that, we're going to be screening this documentary a while back, and I just assumed it was a documentary that had been made elsewhere at another time. And then I saw the preview pop up, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, that's Carmelita Hill. And wait a minute, that's someone else I know.
Yeah.
And I realized that it had been made recently right here with all these local, just key players in the community. And I was just so thrilled to see those faces. And it looks stunning just from the little preview. It is high quality. I'm like, okay, is this like...
I can't thank the film crew enough.
Yeah.
Which is Cameron Curry, James Green, and Matt Wilson.
Yeah.
So
fantastic. Yeah, this is such a special thing to have for the community.
Oh, yes. Mayor Harvey just reminded me. This is very important. There's no dinner, no red carpet, no Oscars for Monday.
Okay.
It's coming and you have popcorn and hot dogs.
Great.
You missed the event. So you should try to come Saturday because that's when all the hoopla will occur. Because Monday is just like going to the show. With some popcorn and some hot dogs.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And soda.
Hey, if that's more your style, just sitting back in the dark, there in the back of the theater. I get it. So, yeah, well, how cool. I'm so excited that y'all have curated this because it's an event that will last too. This movie will last forever. People will get to revisit that and learn continuously from it.
Yes, I'm even hoping to add to it so it can be new people every year.
Okay, fantastic.
It's been so successful. I put those few tickets on there and I was like, oh, that's probably all I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
And it sold out of 85 tickets, and so we're at 85 and counting now.
Amazing. Yeah, that's really gonna be very special. Cool. All right. Well, we just have a few minutes left, so I want to make sure that we, kind of cover the rest of what we got going here.
Okay, so then on Sunday, the 29th, the Carbondale Community Game Changers, this is part of the program that our our violence prevention person will be handling. She will be taking families to the ballpark, to Mountain Dew Park, talking to them about the Negro League baseball players and the transition from Negro League into the baseball league, the regular, normal, what is it called?
Awesome. I guess just the standard league.
Yeah. Okay, so that event will be at Mountain Dew Park.
Awesome.
You do need to register for that, RSVP to Diana McGrean or just call the Civic Center. That will be, everything again will be free that day at the park. And it is a family event. She's wanting young people there, but they must be accompanied by an adult.
Okay, fantastic. That'll be fun. A little field trip over to the Mountain Dew Park in Marion. And yeah, I love what a reach these events have. Like we mentioned, have some in Murfreesboro, have this in Marion. It's this whole Southern Illinois community collective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the other events, the SIU getting involved with that, that is more of a reserved event for SIU students, but selective individuals that they're inviting. The Freedom to Freedom Splash Park Day, July 3rd, sponsored by the Carbondale Park District. If you attend any of the other events throughout the month, We will be giving away free tickets to get into the Splash Park on July 3rd.
Awesome.
So just ask, each event will have a limited number of tickets, but just ask for a ticket for Splash Park that day. It will be free.
Wonderful.
And then, of course, ending the month of celebration with the fireworks that will be sponsored by the City of Carbondale, that will be happening at the Banterra Center.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Yeah, and that has, people are able to view from the parking lots there by the Banterra Center. There's food trucks and activities for the families. So yeah, always a good time. That rounds up that whole Freedom to Freedom from Juneteenth to July 4th.
Just want to point out, we just highlighted some of the events.
Exactly.
You really need to look in the Carbondale Times. There's a list. Look on Facebook. There's a Freedom to Freedom Facebook page, so you can get the full schedule.
Yeah.
No one can complain in June that there's nothing to do. There is a lot to do.
Yes.
And we really want to see your faces at these events. A lot of planning and scheduling has gone into this. We had over 20 local local organizations that are part of this scheduling, so please support local organizations with your presence at the events.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and if you're not on Facebook or don't have access to the Carbondale Times, you can get on explorecarbondale.com, and this is listed on our events calendar. There's a press release out about it. You can find on the carousel at the bottom of our homepage at explorecarbondale.com. And there's so much going on in so many places. You're gonna run into one of these events. If you're out and about in Carbondale the next few weeks, you're gonna find something to do. Well, thank you two so much for coming on. We have just 2 minutes left. So yeah, Mayor Harvey, were you wanting to throw something else out there?
Just we are looking forward to seeing you all at these events. Please again appeal to support our local organizations. We need to see your faces in the places. Yeah, there's so much time and energy put into these events, and always the final piece of that puzzle is your presence at these community events. And yeah, it's free, it's something to do. All of these are educational, but really, really entertaining and
as well.
family friendly.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, find us on Facebook. You can find it, like Nancy mentioned, there's a whole event page for this Freedom to Freedom celebration. And if you have something going on, if you're a, maybe up and starting grassroots organization that doesn't have as much traction yet, and you didn't make it onto this official calendar, feel free to share what you've got going on with us on that Facebook page. In that discussion, you are free to, if you're throwing a block party or something and you want to have more folks at it, let us know on there. And so I'm so thrilled for these. I just can't wait for that documentary. It just looks so
Sounds
special.
exciting.
That one it's at the, I'm trying to see what I can go to win, since there's so much, and that's a priority for me, is that documentary. Awesome. Well, thank you too again for being here today, and thank you so much. I know that you have both put in an immense amount of time and energy on this lineup of events.
Yes. Thank you for having us as your guest, and again, we want to see your faces at these events.
Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, here on Talk of the Town. This will be up on YouTube and our Facebook later. Have a great Monday.